Hey guys, it's Winterus here. This is a window I made the other day. Stairs, upside down stairs, stairs, upside down stairs, regular blocks, regular blocks. It's a little circle, effectively. You can also do it on the side, which is more appropriate for things which are an even number of blocks wide. So if you've got a 5-block wide house, you do it vertical like this, because then it'd be centered. Or if you've got a 6-block wide house, you do it horizontal, because it would be centered along here. Anyway, I just thought that was a pretty cool little thing. Anyway, what I've been doing today is I've been thinking about potions recently, splash potions specifically. They're an interesting tool and make a strange weapon. And I was thinking about how one could use them with a dispenser to make traps and, cannon-like things. And then I thought of putting TNT in the mix. And this has led to a couple of interesting little experiments. So, first of all, dispenser, button, I was brewing potions here, button, triggers all the TNT along here, sets off a delay here, which triggers the dispenser. Now, a TNT takes exactly 10 full repeaters to detonate, and it might be 1 tick less than that or something, I'm not entirely sure. I do have this over here to test that, actually. It's obviously not ideal. Yeah, I think it's 1 tick less. Than 10 full repeaters. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, the point is about that long, right? And I used this knowledge as a guideline for how to time this. So, after 9 full repeaters plus 2 ticks, this dispenser fires, then the TNT detonates and boosts the projectile along. Now, this is interesting. I'll load it up with some snowballs and show you it in action. 1 TNT. So as you can see, it goes pretty far. That went like into the chasm, and I'll just show you how far it goes without TNT. Not that far at all. So, try it with 3. Goes pretty high. Alright, now, full load of 5. As you can see, it goes in a very high arc. And the distance becomes a bit less affected by the TNT numbers as you put more in. Somehow, I'm not entirely certain, but whatever. It might just be to do with the sort of angle of the explosion. But, anyway, and I've found, first of all, that, the dispenser, with the snowballs at very least, I'm not sure about other things, has a slight, the snowballs will lob in a slight directional bias. They'll usually go to the left. But if I organize the TNT like that, they're a bit more centered on average. So I'll just do a couple of shots to show you the directional bias. It strays to the left a bit. Okay, that was centered. Silly cow. Centered again. Yep, over to the left. So usually they'll go a little bit to the left. Instead of straight forward, which is odd. There doesn't seem to be any reason for that, and I can't figure out why it is, other than perhaps the dispenser dispenses them to the left more often than to the right. or something like that. Yeah, they go to the left most often. But I find if you arrange the TNT like this, it centers them a little better. They will more often go approximately in the middle. Now, I'm not sure how it would be affected if I flipped the design of this launcher, but yeah. It's just an interesting little quirk that I wanted to point out. Oh, I ran out of snowballs. Well, first things first, I'm going to brew another couple of potions. But yeah, I was thinking you could use potions as a sort of mortar to launch a timeless contact projectile with a splash radius, like a long distance and in a high arc and things like that. Because of how dispensers work, you get a bit better control over the trajectory of the projectile if you're not compared to launching TNT. And it's just interesting. So you can also do things like this, and it'll launch over the left, things like that. You can also do it with arrows. They don't seem to go as far as snowballs, though. That went like in the chasm or something. That went quite a bit further than the other one. Not sure where the first one is. Anyway. And I just had a thought. I'm going to extend the delay by 1 tick and see what happens. Might as well. Oh wait, no. Sorry. Wrong direction. I meant reduce the delay, so that it fires earlier. Wow, that is going very far. That went a lot further. So that made it less of a lobbing and more of a propelling forward, which is interesting. Ooh, that is cool. That went very far. Alright, so I just learned something. Let's try that with snowballs again, shall we? Do that like normal. That goes much, much further in exchange for a slightly shallower arc. Okay, yep, they're all good. Okay, so that's cool. I hadn't thought of that. Okay, so now fire charges. These are affected in a very interesting way. So let's just do fire charge by itself first. So as you can see, just flies straight with the TNT. Now this is where the magic happens. It curves upward and then flies straight. How cool is that? They accelerate quite quickly. Okay, so let's try it with a full load of 5. As you can see, it goes very, very high up and then flies straight, which is very, very cool. And you can even do like sort of angled shots if you put it to one direction like that. It flies over that way, and if you put the TNT in stranger locations around it, it would be able to push it down or to the side or something like that, but below is obviously much simpler to do. Okay, now fire charges are cool, but the real thing we want this for is splash potions. Now, splash potions, you throw them and they explode. They don't go very far normally. Orcs. So 45 degrees up approximately. It goes 4, 5, 6 blocks or something. If you're moving forward, I imagine that'd be longer. I'll try it. So I'll shoot when I hit that. So that landed about there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So about 6 blocks. Not very much. If you put them in one of these though, they go much further. They shoot out the same sort of speed as a snowball. Alright, so let's chuck them all in there. And then let's chuck down some TNT. So it landed around there before. Shebang. Went heaps further, almost double the distance, I think. Let's load it up fully. Landed here. These are where I did a couple of test fires. Okay, now let's try the same thing we did with the snowballs. Compensating for the bias. Okay, that one went to the right. It's possible that it's a thing specific to snowballs. I really can't be sure. About there. But these tests should show us a bit about that. So these seem to be going further to the right. Let's try it with a full load again and see how that goes. One more. Then I've got another 9 in the stands. Yeah, I think it's a problem specific to snowballs. Maybe. Anyway, I'll do another 2 tests with a full load of 5. Now, obviously, against players, you'd want to be using harming potions, poison potions, that sort of thing. Damn it. Wasted one. But yeah, this is just for testing purposes because they have a simple recipe. I think that directional bias does exist still, actually. Let's try this instead to see how that works. That goes further to the right. So you can't get it to go perfectly straight, at least not easily. Let's see how this works. It's tricky. Okay, let's try this. And this will be the last one at that setting. Okay, that's more like it. So, now we do the shallower shots that go further. Oops, removed the water. Okay, and let's see how far they go. I'm not sure what the hell happened there. Okay, they got boosted forward. So, this doesn't work with potions, apparently. If you move the dispenser back 1 block, which I will do, it might work. So let's try this. Hey, that's more like it. That went really far. So, as I said, you've got a lot of control with dispensers compared to launching TNT. Wow, that went ludicrously far. That landed like here. That is a long way. So yeah, potion mortars are definitely something you can do. They are definitely functional, and if you get enough dispensers and stuff, you can have like a massive spread of exploding potions, things like that. And it's a cool little weapon system. Hell, you could even use it to heal things if you were so inclined. You could do some sort of mini game where potions get launched through the air and you have to catch them to heal yourself, and you're like starving or something, or constantly taking damage from something or other. It has a whole range of applications. You are launching potions with effects at quite a distance, and it's very cool. I am quite liking this. Now, I'll link in the video a thing to a sand generation machine, which technically exploits a bug, which may or may not be accepted by the developers as a bug they want to keep. I have no problem with using that, because, in my opinion, sand and gravel should be renewable, because they're different grain sizes of stone, effectively. You should be able to grind down stone to make that. But anyway, the point is, if you had a sand generator, you could fire these things however often you wanted, because you've got infinite sand to make the bottles. Obviously the bottles are broken in the process. And, you know, farm your nether wart and gunpowder and stuff like that, and you can shoot potions till the cows come home. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You know, see you later, I guess. This is Winterus. Pumpkins.